Agency Effectiveness Working Group aims to identify key elements of an effective and efficient competition agency and develop best practices for agency strategy, planning, operations, investigative tools, and procedures. The AEWG co-chairs for 2022 and 2023 are the competition agencies from Singapore, Mexico, and Hungary.
The work products for the period 2021 and 2022 consisted of webinars. The first webinar is part of the economics work stream of the group on the use of screens in antitrust and took place in March 2022. The discussion in this webinar focused on bringing an economic perspective into the discussion on recent investigations involving screens in detecting anti-competitive behavior. The second webinar was part of the digitalization, innovation, and agency effectiveness projects. And this webinar had the title of Shaping Agency Digital Transformation, the Role of Digital Experts, and also took place on March 2022. This webinar discussed how agencies are acquiring and integrating digital expertise in order to achieve effective and efficient enforcement in the digital age. The last webinar, titled Agency Effectiveness Post-COVID-19, is part of the same project and took place on April 2022. The webinar explored how the pandemic has led to changes in the agency's work methods, the relevant lessons learned from the pandemic, and how this can help agencies to be better prepared for facing future similar emerging situations.
We invite you to get involved with the Agency Effectiveness Working Group projects for 2022-2023. First, the Agency Effectiveness Post-COVID-19 project will continue to analyze how competition agencies have responded and adapted themselves derived from the emergency, and how can they be better prepared to face future similar emerging situations. The project will keep its focus of analyzing topics such as work environments, digitalization of procedures, new investigative tools or processes, communications and engagement with stakeholders, and general agency's operations. Next is a Planning, Monitoring and Measuring Effectiveness project, which will focus on member agencies' best practices and experiences in identifying clear objectives and strategies, assessing progress, as well as evaluating effectiveness. The digitalization, innovation, and agency effectiveness continues to be a multi-year project that explores various strategies and approaches used by competition agencies when harnessing digitalization to improve agency effectiveness. Finally, our project on the role of the Chief Senior Economists for Effective Enforcement will continue to plan for the third Senior Economist Workshop, which is an event that aims to host sessions to combine teaching from world-renowned academics in economics, case presentations by agencies, and discussions amongst the audience. To get involved in these projects, please contact the working group co-chairs.